Hey, and welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that other good stuff. We're carrying on with the Deutz project, which is in the shed now. If you haven't seen that, go to the previous video and you'll see it. We're going to get the baler out of the shed, we're going to get the hay mower out of the shed, start doing pre-seasons on them and the repairs that they need doing. Come along for the ride, have a watch, leave a comment, we'll go from there. We've already done a fair bit of work to this tractor since we've owned it, and this should be one of the more final stages. What I would like to do, all things going according to plan, is I'd like to remove this front weight or suitcase weight bracket, because hopefully you can see there is a hole in there, and that actually goes all the way through to the crankshaft, because this had a factory option back in the early 80s of a front hitch and PTO. Very forward thinking. Thank you, Deutz. I can get a front hitch and PTO, which is I believe off of a John Deere out of the UK. Basically, if we can do that and we can up the horsepower to about 170, it's at 135-ish now, then I can run a triple mower setup. It's not perfect. I would like to get a newer tractor, but for now, if I can put a front hitch on there, I can run a front mower. This will run the two rears that I'm looking at, but it will struggle. It'll be on its limit. So what I'm going to do is hopefully be able to run the front mower on that, and then if I can, I'll get just a front mower for this and a side mower, and it'll have the horsepower to run that just fine. Then I'll put the triple mower setup on the new tractor. This can still be a great backup tractor. It's air cooled, there's no cooling system really to worry about. You just watch the oil temperature, oil pressure, oil temperature. That's about it. You blow it out every day or two when you're baling, just to make sure none of the fins get caught with straw and hay. And very simple, good on fuel, makes good power. So I'll keep it as a backup tractor. It's not actually mine, it's Dad's. I think it's mine though. And yeah, that's the plan for this old girl. The Kubota will run the hay mower and the hay rake. It's got enough horsepower to do that. It will run the baler in a pinch, but it's on its limit. It pushes it around on the headlands. So, because the baler is actually about twice the weight of the tractor, so I'd rather put the tractor on this, which has got more horsepower to push through it. It'll drive the baler better and all that kind of thing. So we also need to switch the controls, the baler monitor, from the Kubota into the Deutz once everything else is done. I'll have a new seat, well, two new seats actually, one for the Kubota, one for the Deutz. I got those off of a guy in Bunbury. They're actually out of a Caterpillar. I think one's out of a dozer, one's out of a loader, but they both have the short back on them. They've both got air ride suspension, so they'll both be a big upgrade from what is in there at the moment. That one has a truck seat that I grabbed out of the Mac. Doesn't have air, or it does have air, but the air isn't hooked up, and you couldn't use it anyway because you'd hit the roof, and the back is too high, so you can't actually see when you're reversing into an implement. I didn't think of that when I put it in, so we will change that one out. The Kubota one has got a spring in it. It's just a mechanical spring. It's 2004, so it's nearly 20 years old anyway. I can get an air ride one. I'll just put it in and be done with it. And I think that about covers everything, but I'm sure we'll pick up something on the way that I've forgotten. So, primarily focused this week, this afternoon, today, on the Deutz, getting all the parts off that need to go to town for panel beating, everything else, get them done so I can take them into town either this afternoon or tomorrow morning and make a start on that, because just like everywhere else, there's quite a big labour shortage at the moment, and so stuff is taking a lot longer to get through, whether it be the panel beaters, the tyre shops, the hydraulics guys, anything like that. So the quicker I can do it, the better, the more ahead I can be for the season coming. So let's get into it. Just like that, we halved the amount of trash wiring in here. We've also got all of this interior stuff to pull out, and the wiring actually goes through to that unit on the front, so we'll just cut that wiring and carry on with the removal. Alright, now we should be able to get it. Ah, that was my finger. Ow. There we go. Oh, it's blistered. Oh, there's that as well. Ooh. Spare key. How does this come out? Like that. I win. Gonna make a little thing. Not sure yet. Probably just a little flat tray of some sort. You know, we'll decide that when we get there. So now, let me get rid of that nest of bugs. Get rid of those hoses. I'm going to pull those cables out as well. Oh, it's clamped. Right. I might just have to get a couple of caps for it and leave it capped off under the dash because... No, I didn't need to take that off. Because it's clamped behind the dash there and I don't think I'll get it off, certainly not this season, so it'll just have to stay there as a dummy system, or the lines will still be there, and then if I ever need to or want to hook it up again, at least we're already there. We'll tidy all that wiring and everything up before the season commences. Right now we're just trying to get all the major stuff done and ready. So the other thing to add or change on this is the old system, or the current system, has got the lever down here which you pull to turn the engine off. Hello? Can you get into this one or not? Come on. Come on. There you go. See? Get up. Where was I? Oh yeah. So that lever down here basically pulls a lever inside the injector pump which stops the flow of fuel and shuts the engine down. But number one, it's old style shutdown. Number two, it sits there and rattles when you're doing any work. So I'm going to pull that off as well, and I've got a little electric solenoid. It'll just switch off on the key like your car or any new machine does. That's the idea anyway. We'll see how it eventuates. But for now, let's get back into it. Hey, I'll help you out. Or not. Come on. Hup. So now we're just going to get the hay mower and the baler out of the shed so we can make a start on them over the next couple of days while we're waiting on bits and pieces to get done on the Deutz and parts to arrive. Some of it's going to come out of Europe and that, so could take a week or two, and in the meantime I can get the baler ready because I've got pretty much all the parts for that, and the mower doesn't need a lot. I just need to go through it, do a pre-season on it, a few little repairs to do. There is one major one which is some welding in that, which you'll see in one of the next videos. There'll probably be a whole video just on the mower. And yeah, if you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe, share it around. And this video is probably long enough now, so I'll put that one up. So thanks for watching, appreciate it, and we will see you on the next one.